but you have limited time in the day, and the world's a very competitive place. And so if you're going to be successful, you pick the one thing that you are most passionate about, and you focus all of your intellectual energy, all your passion, all of your work on the one thing.
하루의 시간은 한정되어 있고 성공하려면 모든 에너지를 가장 열정적인 한 가지에 집중해야 한다고 이야기하고 있는 인물은 대표적인 비트코인 맥시멀리스트이자 비트코인의 인생을 건 남자 마이클 세일러입니다. 현재 비트코인이라는 혁신 자산이 그 어떤 때보다 주목을 받고 있고 위기 순간의 대안이자 피난처로 급부상하고 있는 시기인 만큼 비트코인 맥시멀리스트이자 비트코인에 대한 철학이 그 누구보다도 깊고 열정적인 마이클 세일러가 말하는 비트코인에 대한 본질적인 가치와 성공에 대한 그의 인생 철학에 대해 함께 들어보도록 하겠습니다.
I feel like I became successful when I understood the value of focus. The idea that you have many ideas. There are many things you could pursue. The world is full of lots and lots of good ideas, lots of temptation. And if you see 100 things, you'll probably have 100 ideas about how to improve each one of those things. But you have limited time in the day, and the world's a very competitive place. And so if you're going to be successful, you pick the one thing that you are most passionate about, and you focus all of your intellectual energy, all your passion, all of your work on the one thing. The world has 8 billion people, and they all got to do something, right? So leave some space for the other 8 billion people to do their thing, and you figure out what you stand for. Right? I mean, oftentimes I describe a pyramid. At the top of the pyramid, there's the one thing I say and I focus on publicly, right? Bitcoin advocacy, Bitcoin education. There's the 10 things that I need to do to stay alive. You know, I need to cook or clean or move or you know, whatever it is. There's 10 things. But, you know, I'm not posting videos about, you know, my sleep habits or about my exercise habits or you know, about all the other things I do at work or how I clean out my desk or how I commute or my opinions about crossing streets. I got to do those things, right? You jump in the water, you don't know how to swim, you drowned and it's all over for you. But it doesn't mean it's what I share with the public or what I focus on. I don't harbor any illusions that I'm the world's greatest swimmer, or I'm the world's, you know, greatest diet advocate, or the world's greatest exercise advocate, or even, you know, whatever it is. I occasionally I buy Bitcoin. I'm not telling you how to buy the Bitcoin. There might be someone that's better at it. I'm not going to tell you exactly how to do it. I'm not going to give you advice on this bank, that counterparty, etc. Even though I have to do those things, but I recognize with a sense of humility that that in and of itself, you know, if you want to do a review of every Bitcoin custodian in the world, in every country, with every tax jurisdiction, that in and of itself is a full-time job. So focus. I have hundreds of opinions. I could give you an opinion on everything under the sun. I keep those for my friends and my family. You can share your opinions about, you know, what's your favorite color, you know, and whether you like cashmere fabric or what kind of shoes you like to wear or political opinions or business opinions. But if you think of it as a pyramid, at the top of the pyramid is the one thing that you're going to stand for in this world where you're going to make your living. Keep to your close circle. And I think that if you have that formula, I think you'll be most successful either in advocacy or in education or in entertainment or in execution. There's that famous phrase, shut up and sing. When you're the world's greatest bluegrass singer, people don't want your political opinion on monetary policy in Japan. They want you to play the banjo because that's what they care about. There's someone else that spends 4,000 hours a year thinking about monetary policy in Japan. You might have an opinion, keep it to yourself and focus upon maybe instead of a 2-hour podcast on your political opinions, maybe you create a 2-hour banjo concert. I think that'll run harder. So that's my suggestion. Laser eyes mean laser focus, mean have some humility. You know, if you're the smartest person out of 1 million people, there's 8,000 other people on the planet that are as smart as you see? There's 80,000 people on the planet that are the smartest out of 100,000 person. There's not 80,000 topics that the average person follows, right? You see, the average person follows 100, 200 topics. So if you're the smartest person on the planet, that thing, and you spend 3,500 hours a year in that thing, and you have people that actually are interested in your opinion, I think don't let your ego get out of control and think that just because you have a following in one area that you're now qualified to opine on 99 other things and start to pursue that. The world gets really messed up, I think, when people, they spread their focus too broadly. And as a lot of the problems in the world are people with too much power that have 100 opinions on 100 different things, and they have the power to enforce their opinion on 100 million other people without anybody being able to engage in that discussion. So that's the problem of too much central power. And then I think if you're not lucky enough to own a mega company or a mega country, and you're just an individual working your way up, I think focus upon the thing you're going to do, the thing you're going to stand for, and just be really good at that, the best you can be at that. And try not to get distracted or deluded in your focus, because all these other things are temptations. They're either temptations that make you less excellent in the one thing, or they just dilute your credibility. And it's like, as soon as you express a political opinion on the left or the right, you lose half your audience. You could almost say expressing 10 unrelated opinions cause you to cut your audience in half 10 times. And pretty soon you've got 1 divided by 2 to the 10th as many people that are paying attention to you, because you wanted to opine on all these other things, which they're not going to help you solve your problem. If you're the world's greatest banjo player, telling people how stupid the welfare system is in the 197th country that you're thinking about didn't make your banjo music more enjoyable. It just made a set of people dislike you intensely forever. And so I would say, that focus.